Hello everyone, my name is MoltenMonsters, and today we've gotten quite possibly the biggest news for the FNAF movie to date. There is so much to cover in this video, and I'm actually really excited to share it with you guys, because I honestly don't think I've been this excited about something FNAF related since like the release of Sister Location. This is big. Today we got not only the first official teaser for the FNAF movie, but the actual release date of the FNAF movie, as well as some more information about the cast and credits of it. Just a few hours ago, the Blumhouse Twitter account posted this image, showing the rundown Five Nights at Freddy's pizzeria that we should all be pretty familiar with at this point, in a much more official looking cinematic shot, with Freddy Fazbear and a small boy standing just outside of the door. The boy standing next to Freddy appears to be the actor Lucas Grant, who is playing the character Garrett. And from the information we know about the movie so far, it seems very likely that Garrett is going to be our stand-in for the crying child, Evan Afton, and Michael's little brother and the youngest son of William. Now, the Freddy in the shot looks very similar to the one that was photographed outside of the Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria set a few weeks ago, and is even in a similar position in relation to the Freddy Fazbear's building. So could it actually be this photo shoot that we saw being taken there? Now, I know what you're gonna say, but Molten, this is clearly not Golden Freddy. This is FNAF 1 Freddy. But I would disagree. I actually think it's pretty likely that Golden Freddy is the one that we're seeing here. Now, I will admit that this animatronic being Golden Freddy, just based on the fact that the prop that we saw a few weeks ago seems to be in a similar position to the prop in this poster, is pretty weak evidence to go off of. However, that is not my only evidence here. There is actually some evidence that this could be Golden Freddy, and that they may have actually recolored it as a misdirect to keep us from associating this Garrett character with the crying child who we know is one of the souls possessing Golden Freddy. If this is the case, this wouldn't actually be the first time that Scott Cawthon has changed the color of a character in a promotional teaser to throw us off the trail of figuring out who that character is. If you remember, all the way back in 2015, in the lead up to FNAF 4, Scott Cawthon posted this image on his site of some sort of animatronic with a purple bow tie. We later learned, of course, that this animatronic was Nightmare Fredbear. However, Scott Cawthon specifically grayed out the colored part of the animatronic suit to keep us from making the association with this character to Fredbear, who we knew at the time was a yellow bear. I know, it sounds crazy, but just hear me out. The Freddy in this image is clearly missing an ear. Now, we know that Five Nights at Freddy's 1 Freddy has both of his ears. However, Five Nights at Freddy's Golden Freddy is missing one ear, just like this Freddy prop here. So if this is, in fact, Golden Freddy that we're seeing here, next to this little boy, this is yet more evidence that connects this Garrett character with the crying child. Apart from just the physical similarities between the actor and the crying child, of course. So now that we've taken a pretty good look at this very first teaser for the FNAF movie, let's move on to the other information that we received today, because boy, there is a lot of it. So stick with me here for a second, because we got a release date. Again, just a few hours ago, Jason Blum, CEO of Blumhouse, tweeted out, "As promised, FNAF fans, you asked and we delivered. The FNAF movie is coming on October 27th, 2023. 205 days till the party." And that is big news. And it really is. This news does not disappoint at all, because that means that the FNAF movie is just over 6 months away, which is honestly sooner than expected. And from what we've seen so far from this movie, it seems like it is gearing up to have big lore confirmations, possibly outright laying out the FNAF story for us that we've been speculating over for the better part of a decade, finally solving the mysteries that we have been theorizing over for so long, and that is truly exciting. Last little piece of news, we got voice actors for some of the animatronics listed on the IMDb page. An actor called John Stanford Moore will be voicing Bonnie, Jane Wheeler will be voicing the puppet, and Ted Atherton will be voicing Golden Freddy. These actors are also listed as being motion capture actors, and motion capture is normally a process where actors are put in a suit covered with motion tracking sensors so CGI can be laid over them in post. So this does mean that not all of the FNAF animatronics will utilize practical effects, and to an extent there will be some CGI involved, which honestly, if they can make it look convincing, I don't have too much of an issue with. It just becomes an issue in horror movies when the CGI is too in the open and too gratuitously used, leaving nothing to the imagination, which often makes it look fake and unconvincing. But yeah, this is big news for the FNAF movie, and I could not be more excited for it. I would really love to hear your thoughts in the comments on this one. Are you guys also excited for the FNAF movie? Do you think it will be good? Do you think it will be bad? Do you think it looks promising? Because I certainly do. I genuinely have not been this excited over any sort of media in years. I have been waiting most of my life for this. The FNAF movie was announced in 2015, so I've literally spent half my life anticipating this thing. And what we've seen so far, I think looks pretty awesome. So thanks for watching the video all the way through, and if you did like it, then why don't you go down to the comment section and leave a comment, or subscribe to the channel, or do anything else to boost all that engagement and watch time, and all that other stuff that I just pretend not to care about, and goodbye. I will see you in the next video.